Hi, I'm Marcus Williams with the Marcus Williams Training Academy. So this supplemental video goes with the entire investigation certification course. We are talking about organizing and documenting your investigation. There was a previous video that went over the investigative plan, the importance of, and the document. So the investigative plan is a great way to document investigative steps, witnesses, and evidence, and the date that you complete or initiate that action. So the name of the witness, the date. The evidence, the date obtained. The investigative step, the date initiated, the date completed. The issue with that is you are missing all of the activity in between. So we need an investigation chronological record. On my website, when you purchase this document, you will get two file types. One will be printable, so that you can throw it in your case file, and anytime you do an investigative step, you can just pen and ink really quick. So this is quick and easy. The other version is if you prefer to work on the computer and have an electronic version. So let's walk through that. First, your case number. If you don't use a numbering system, your case title, so that you know which case this document goes with. Second, you'll always start out page 1, and at the beginning, you only have 1, so you will adjust that number as you go. If you add an extra page, then you make it 1 of 2. Essentially, when you fill a page, you open a new document and start page 2. This is a way to put them in order, the page 1 of. Okay, so for every investigative step you take, no matter how small, you will document it. This shows that you are actually working, actually doing things. You're not taking a break. So no one can come back and claim that you didn't do any activity for 2 weeks, you've just been sitting on it, you don't care about it. You can show that you are actually doing work. So what if one of your witnesses is named, let's say, Susie Jones, and you are trying to set up an interview time with her. So you called her today. We just did. And you'll say, called Susie Jones, no answer, left message asking for return call. And then you will initial it to show that you did it. Every single time you call Susie Jones, or you text her, or you send her an email, or you go and knock on the door, you are going to fill out this document. This afternoon, a little later, I am going to review complainant statement. Okay, so what if you on Friday, tomorrow, you're not at work and Susie Jones calls you back? So at 9:16 in the morning, your coworker, Susie Jones, called, said Friday mornings work best. MW, set a point. Whatever happened, set for next Friday. Right? That's why the initials are here, because that was your coworker who did that. So you want to document who actually took that action. It's not always going to be your primary investigator. Most of the time, yes, but every once in a while, no. So that's one issue with the electronic document, is they might not have access to it. If it's not on a shared drive or something, AB might not have access to it. So AB might have to leave you a note on your desk. And then when you get into work on Monday, you just copy that note into the chronological record. So it's still doable, especially if you like electronic. So what about if there's an investigative step that's also in your plan? That's okay. So next Friday, you actually got a chance to interview Susie Jones. So she liked morning time. So let's say 9 o'clock. Interviewed Susie Jones. You don't need to put any other activity. It's also documented in your investigative plan, and you will create a report on the interview. But this is just keeping that record. So yes, you are duplicating some information, but that's okay. Another great way, a great thing to do is if your supervisor is reviewing your cases or supervising your work, document that on here. So let's say on the 12th at 11 a.m., because supervisors always want to meet with you at lunchtime, your supervisor reviewed the case. Now this shows that you actually had other people looking at it. So it's not just you ensuring that you're following every investigative step, but it's also your supervisor. So you're documenting that. Evidence reviews, phone calls, emails, every activity that you take. Sometimes you may not get a big step done that's on your plan. It may be a week, it may be 2 weeks. But you can go back and say, yes, but during that time frame while I was waiting, I still did work. I still completed investigative steps. And it's also a great reminder if for some reason, let's say every Monday morning you look through all your case files to plan out your week, you may look at a case file and say, oh no, I didn't do anything on this case next week. I need to pick this up and do some work on it this week. So it can be a reminder for you as the investigator as well. So that's the chronological record. Very important document in your case file. Something that you need, it needs to be easily accessible so that you remembered to do it. You can't go back a week later and try to fill in everything that you did. The latest you should ever wait before you fill this out is at the end of the day. It should be done right when you do the activity, but it may wait till the end of the day. If you don't know the exact time, you can put a time, but make sure you note that it's an estimate, or just don't put a time at all, because you don't want something in this document to be inaccurate. So it's better to leave it blank than to put a guess. Why is the time important? Well, if Susie Jones never returns your call and claims that she never got a message, you can go back to her call logs and say, well, actually on the 23rd of April at 14:34, there is a missed call. So if you have a time, if there is an applicable time, include it. It is important. So that's the investigation chronological record. Like I said, it is available on my website as part of your case toolbox. So find it there. And if you have any questions, let me know.